all in. Devil's Point a bit restless, but we're set. And they've jumped away. The 6 colts are racing for the Virgin Bet Solario Stakes over 7 furlongs. Inishfallen, the most experienced, is up there early on. The green with the blue sleeves under Sean Levy to lead up. Mortlake is on the inside, white and green. To the outside, the star jacket of Cerulean Bay under Jason Watson. Just in behind is Aablan, who's a little bit keen, the market leader, the royal blue colours. James Doyle at pains to try and get him to settle down in about 4th place. On the inside, the white face of Devil's Point is next, the white and blue. And the back marker is Starlore, whose sire won this race 10 years ago. Kingman, Ryan Moore has him at the back of the field, the pink cap, as they head around the home turn. So heading to halfway in the Solario Stakes, and the leader is Inishfallen and Sean Levy by a length. The Cerulean Bay in second under Jason Watson. Aablan is 1 out, 1 back on the outside of Mortlake and Ross Orion, who's in the white and green. Just getting nudged along there, Mortlake, around the turn as they head for the final 3 furlongs. Aablan's up on the outside, has got clear sailing. He's been tracked by Starlore, and just shaken up is Devil's Point, the Foss Lass winner, as they come down with just over 2 to go. Still there, Inishfallen on the far side. The centre, Cerulean Bay. Aablan, every chance, is 3 wide. Mortlake is looking for a passage through. Starlore is yet to pick up, and then Devil's Point as they come down for the final furlong. It's still Inishfallen in front. Here comes Starlore now, quickening up on the outside for Ryan Moore to throw out the challenge. Aablan in between them. Mortlake has not picked up, but inside the furlong they go. Inishfallen far side, near side Starlore. Aablan between them is finishing best for James Doyle, and Aablan is getting up for Godolphin. Aablan got up to win the Solario Stakes and tip out Inishfallen, who ran a great race in second, and they're ahead of the others with Starlore not far away.
Well, James Doyle, when he wins the Solario Stakes, the horses he wins on, they tend to do okay. Kingman won it, what was it, in 2013, Masar in 2017, they did all right. What about Aablan's performance today, James?
I was pleased with him. I mean, it was a big step up for him in terms of his first race. We knew he had ability going into his first run, but the race was a bit messy. They didn't really go much of a gallop, and I had to pop him out and lose cover with like 4 or 3 to run and ask him to go for home, and he kind of got a bit lost, pricked his ears, and it probably looked a bit workmanlike. So coming here today, bigger step, and you know, we had plenty to learn about him again today, and I thought he really pleased me, to be honest. He's quite flamboyant in his slower paces, and he had me sweating a bit down at the start, but in the race he was quite good. I mean, we obviously had the widest stall, but he popped out well, and we were able to just get cover immediately, which was quite nice. Took a little time to just settle down into a rhythm, and then as I kind of ridden him in his work, he doesn't do anything electrically quick. He just goes through his gear, so I was happy once we straightened up to just peel him out and let him gradually go for home. And you know, they came around him, they all had a crack at him, and he showed he's a high quality animal, and he's got the will to win, which is very pleasing in a horse at the early stages of his career. Yeah.
We look at it and we think, okay, he's run twice now, and both times he's looked the superior horse, but it's not all quite there yet. Is it just simply a case of he's young, he's green, he's a little bit slow in picking things up, but this will bring him on enormously? Yeah, well,
at home he's quite eager, so we spend a lot of time just trying to keep him relaxed, you know. So he hasn't done a ton of pulling out and letting him zip for home, because he finds life quite easy at home, which is always nice. But I guess when you get to match day and you ask him to do that, he just gets a little bit lost. And look, he's not a slow horse by any means. He comes out of a good dam that we had.
You rode promising run. You rode
too. Exactly. She won the Rockfell. She was quite speedy, and as we know, Dubawi puts all kinds of qualities that you need in a top flight racehorse. So look, it's early days, but I think we can kind of dream a bit with this fella, because he's kept showing up for us the twice we've run him. So.
Well, just before you go, the last thing is you talk about dreaming about him, because obviously he's getting quotes for the Dewhurst, the Guineas, etc. And a lot of people have spoken about Charlie's form this season, with the 3-year-olds in particular. How important is it for a horse like him, Arabian Crown, etc., to start emerging at this juncture of the season?
Well, that's it, and you know, Charlie has mentioned that quite a bit. You know, it's proven that, you know, our older horses, we've lost a few real good stalwarts in the stable that have retired, and they leave a big gap. And then when our 3-year-olds are just not where we'd like them to be, you kind of heavily rely on the 2-year-olds. And Charlie's spoken about that, and you know, he hoped that we'd have a group winning 2-year-old. If not, you know, I know we've got steps to make, but we're hopefully on the right track with this fella and Arabian Crown. The form's all kind of there, so they're 2 potentially top flight horses to dream about. So yeah, it's yeah. Hopefully things are looking a bit brighter. Yeah.
It is worth smiling for. Well done, James.
Thank you. Thanks.
Cheers, mate. Thank you.
Subscribe to Racing TV's YouTube channel now to watch more great races like this.